Alright, so we've got our chickens. Getting enough for 2 chickens is probably overkill, but I like having the extra money. Huh, interesting. The train won't be coming for a while. Alright, so that's NPC speak for you need to hit some plot flags. So those chickens will sell for 200 DP a pop, meaning that each one you get is a profit of 160 DP. I will say that giant butterfly net is a very interesting way to handle people you don't want to talk to. Probably a technique that I should employ more in life. Anyway, we don't need to talk. What's up with this guy's nose? Look at it. We want to go down here to the bazaar. And we want to sell chicken, and this dolphin popsicle. I'll go ahead and sell this baked yam as well, since it's not a particularly great healing item, and it sells for a lot compared to, you know, its actual usefulness. Alright, so we want a kid's shirt, and we want a kid's hat. We don't actually, if you don't have Flint's hat from the chapter 1, then you can... Doesn't he have a mini charm? Where's it at? Did I sell it? I guess I did. You can just buy a kid's hat for Boney. They have the same defense. So, yeah. But I basically saved myself 50 DP by passing that along, and then I made myself another 25 DP because that hat sells for more. So, let's actually organize my inventory real quick. So, let's see. I want to give you this Thunder Bomb. Alright, Boney. I want to give you this Sprinting Bomb. Go ahead and sell this nut bread. give all but like one or two healing items that Lucas has. Alright. Let's go ahead and look. You've still got lots of room. Alright, cool. Let's buy 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Cool. That's going to basically be our operating capital for the next time we need to buy equipment. Okay, and so now that we have found a lead on Duster, we need to actually go over here and speak to Old Man Wes. Give that to Moni. So, this place right here. Oh, first of all, I want to point out that when you run, it's very faint, but the floorboards creak, which I think is a nice touch. So, they had to tear... Look at the state of this place. Think about what this place was before. This is where Wes and Duster's house was. Which means that they had to tear that place down and build a new building. And in 3 years, it went to this shape. So, I don't think that's possible. I think what happened... Like, they would have had to have built this building to be this way. When you speak to this guy and tell him you care to see him, he'll actually give you 50 free DP. This is the darkest timeline. You have an old man frog here. That is a very good question. Where is Leader? Thank you, I just bought it. Cost me 100 DP. Like a stag beetle. Well, we have a lead on your son. We can do that. So, okay, it's a dove. Everybody acknowledges it's a dove, but we get a carrier pigeon. Is it a dove or a pigeon? Is it a pigeon named Dove? The world may never know. Man, I'm having a hard time speaking lately. I wonder if I have brain damage. Let's speak to this frog. Let's do some DP stuff. Let's pull all of our DP out. I'm gonna fill Lucas's inventory up with fresh eggs. Okay. And I'm going to transfer... Nah, that's enough fresh eggs. We're good. We're fine. It's fine. Alright, so now... Okay. We can do that. You gonna save my life again? Aw, thank you, Mr. T. Yeah, the trains, yeah, that makes sense, actually. I'm not actually 100% sure if you can get hit by a train. I never tried. I do know that, like, there's a few situations where the train will run on the tracks, and then I've seen Lucas jump out of the way of it, but I don't think I've ever actually been hit by the train. So the Rambling Mushroom is the weakest enemy. Yeah, I would say the weakest enemy in here. It has a little more in the HP department than the Slitherhens, but it doesn't do as much damage. They do drop edible mushrooms pretty regularly, though. Remember those chests, by the way, for later. We're just going to use the mushrooms as we win them. We probably want to kill the hens first. They do a little more damage. They have less hit points, too. The Rambling Mushrooms can put spores on you and make you... Yeah. They can basically confuse you. It's the same status effect as it was in Earthbound, except it's not permanent. You don't grow a mushroom on your head. What happens is you actually... for a few seconds outside a battle, your controls are reversed. If that happens, just walk around in circles until your controls, fix themselves. Hey, another edible mushroom. Nice. Okay, so let's take a moment to use that. And pretty much in the first opening sections of this area, you're just going to run into nothing but these two enemies. There are 4 enemies, different kinds of enemies in this dungeon. These 2 are the most common. There's also... what are they called? Squawking sticks. And then later on in the dungeon you fight mushrooms. Mushrooms are the most dangerous enemy in here. But... this is the Squawking Stick. Squawking Sticks can call for help and they can heal. And cast life up. When they squeak... we're actually going to throw a Thunder Bomb. They can squeak and ask for help, but the squeak will not go through if there's already 3 enemies on the screen. Because that's the maximum number of enemies. I probably should have had a bony heal, to be fair. No, we're fine. Eat a bread roll, Boney. Ooh, that was close. We're gonna take a moment to heal up after that fight. But yeah, our controls are reversed. There we go. It only lasts for a few seconds, though. Let's see. Let's use a bread roll on Boney. And let's use... you're fine. Okay, good. Uh-oh. Let's use another Thunder Bomb. should be able to finish these guys off with a single attack from each of us. I'm trying to hold on to my regular bombs. The thunder bombs are pretty much good in this chapter, and then after this, they're not good anymore. I think it's basically what I would call the cutoff point for the thunder bombs. But thankfully, we're going to get basically free infinite bombs forever because this is the cutscene that gives Lucas his PSI moves. And this is Ionia. Remember Ionia? So, unlike Kumatora, where she's pretty much all offense with a little bit of healing and debuffs, she's all offensive debuffs with a little bit of healing. Lucas is all healing and defense, and he's got one attack skill. So Lucas gets all the healing moves, all the buffs, and he gets PK Love. PK Love is basically PSI Rocking, or PK Rocking, however you want to call it. So we want to do that, step out, step back in, because I want to heal myself. Alright, cool. There's a magic butterfly in that chest, and down here we have the magic butter frog. Let's pull my DP out.